Hey, it's Anthony at Land Title. Wanted to bring you the update for Broomfield, Colorado for the June data. Lots of cool stuff going on here in Broomfield County. In Broomfield, we have a 10.6% increase in our average sales price. We're up to $823,000 for an average home. The median is still climbing as well, 8.5% up to 705. So robust market, even though we're kind of experiencing some transitions here, really still seeing this market with a lot of steam in it. Now, the condo townhouse market is also kind of in that same boat. A lot of cities around the area have really low inventory and they're really being pushed up quickly still, but it looks like Broomfield is bouncing out a little bit sooner than a lot of the surrounding markets. So that's also a good sign that it's kind of keeping pace with the detached market. You really don't want to see those too far apart because we definitely don't want affordability in Broomfield County to not exist. So where are we doing here with the price per square foot? So we're at $280 a square foot. It's up 16% from this time last year. This just goes to show you how expensive it is. This is like when you're pricing a house, you kind of look at the price per square foot as your backup of like, you know, am I in the ballpark, right? Am I in the right place? But it also shows us just how much more expensive the market's getting. Now that condo townhouse price, it looks like it's bouncing all over the place a little bit. A lot of that is just due to the fact that there's just not as many condo townhouses for sale in Broomfield. You know, it's a pretty heavily single family market, and that looks like it's only up about 6%. So that's a good thing for affordability right now for the lower end of the market. Now, the big difference here from last year is the supply side. So we have just as many listings coming to market just like last year. You know, we're right trending equally as last year. We had 158 new listings come to the market in the month of June, but we're up 60% in inventory from this time last year. We went from 90 to 143 units, and a lot of that is due to people pulling back with the interest rate rise and less buyers qualifying. So we're starting to see a bunch of different stuff happen here. We're starting to see that active inventory finally rise up. But don't stress because it's not a huge deal. What it is we're still in a seller's market, right? We have 1.4 months of inventory. We're not really in balance until about 4 months of inventory. Here we are trending closer to the 2020 numbers, which if you all remember, 2020 was an awesome real estate year. So when you look at those under contracts, this is where we're starting to see it slip. We're 31% down just in the month of June. Now, month over month, we slipped down a little bit, which we usually don't see, but it is pretty much to be expected with the rise in interest rates. We still had 95 go under contract. So lots of people still buying and selling and trading homes, but we're just not in line with where we were during the COVID years, right? So now that we're kind of into 2022, we're settling into this new normal. We're dealing with some inflation. A lot of this stuff is kind of coming out in the marketplace here. Now, this is the thing. If you price it appropriately, if you get it on the market and it's buttoned up, it's going to sell fast, right? Broomfield's still moving in 9 days, right? 9 days is active to under contract in just over a week. So this is a really good, healthy, thriving market. We're still even seeing bidding wars in some places, 102.4% list to sale price on average. Yes, it's come down fast. The market shifted a couple months earlier than we would have seen last year. Traditionally the summer market is really good and you see that June as our peak for list to sale price, but here we are. June is basically 2 months off the peak now. So the peak of the market was back in April. So this is still a really good sign. As you can see, we're well above where we were in 2019, 2020, and it's just been a very, very robust market. So expect that if we price houses right, that they could go quickly. If we overprice them, they're going to sit on the market. That's what the data is showing us. So if you have any other questions on the Broomfield market, I'm Anthony at Land Title, and I'll catch you next time.